Albany County joined a number of lawsuits against the drug companies, the pharmaceuticals, the distributors that flooded the U.S. with opiates. And I'm proud to stand here, and I can't thank the legislature enough for letting me take on a lawsuit. We didn't go statewide, I went federal. And one of the things when we did that, we hired Motley and Rice that did the tobacco settlement. To date, Albany County has received $8.2 million in opiate settle funding. Beginning in 2024, Albany County began to distribute these funds to the community agencies and county offices and are providing services for substance use disorder prevention, treatment, and recovery support, which we should be doing. We're not the experts. So the best thing about this campaign and everything else is we need all your help. We need to know what's working. These efforts begin with the Community Grant Initiative that provides $2.2 million to 11 agencies to implement 13 projects focused on opiate abatement. Also in 2024, a total of $1.4 million in opiate settlement funding was provided to a number of county departments. In 2025, Albany County funded a round of mini grants up to $15,000 for treatment providers, $50,000 grant for Albany County's 3 standalone recovery centers. In 2026, the county released a request for proposal for 5 OSF initiatives. This includes school-based prevention of $262,000, peer training and workforce support for $200,000, on-site substance and use disorder treatments at emergency shelters of $402,000, a behavioral health training institute at $125,000, and a second round of mini grants up to $25,000. Albany County will continue to receive opiate settlements funds through 2039. Albany County will continue to use these funds to support projects focused on substance and use disorders, prevention, treatment, and recovery. And again, working together in collaboration to make this happen.
This campaign centers on 4 themes that our community told us are important. The first is that recovery is possible. People can get better. You can see that if you look around you in your world and you pay attention to those around you. Opiate use is not a character flaw, it's a medical condition. It can be treated, people can get better, people can get very better. The second theme is harm reduction is possible. This is an interesting one. Harm reduction scares people, some people. They think it's a permission to use. I see it very differently. It is actually a permission to live. If you die, recovery is not possible. We need to do what we can to keep people alive. And one example of that in the campaign is about the free naloxone that's available readily through our community. My advice to you all who might be listening is get some and carry it. The third theme is prevention is possible. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is prevention. Knowing the signs of addiction is prevention. Taking responsibility for your health care is prevention. That's a very important theme. The last is community is possible. And this goes back to my first comment. I think we can do better helping one another, looking out for one another. You'd be surprised, and some of you already may have saved lives with naloxone, for example. Every one of us might be put in a situation to help someone to save a life.
So when we talk about recovery, I think everyone here understands just how difficult that journey can be, because recovery takes courage, not just for the individual who's has to go through the recovery, but the people that are around them who have to go through the recovery with them, the failed recoveries, and just keep saying, try it again, please try it again. So support is crucial to the recovery for individuals, and perseverance. And that's why prevention is so critical. Substance use disorders can have a powerful hold, which is why education, awareness, and early intervention matter so much. I told you about the baby. By the time I got to the mother to tell her, you know, your mother died from an overdose. Your grandmother and your grandfather both were addicted. I said, you shouldn't even pick up a cigarette. You shouldn't smell any alcohol because it's part of your system. And as she cried, I knew it was too late then that she was already addicted to opioids through her mother. So today, we're sending a message of hope. And I'm telling this story so that you know that we do realize that this is real. It's not something that we just see in reading off a newspaper, no. Or reading off notes that are given to us, no. People live this every single day. So we're telling our community now that help is available, that recovery is real, and that no one has to face these challenges alone. Together, we can continue building a healthier, stronger Albany County where everyone knows that it's possible. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to showcase one of our videos.
In our community, we take care of each other. We always have. Opioid use disorder is touching families in Albany County. When someone we love is struggling, the most powerful thing we can do is not look away. Recovery is possible. Visit our website to take your first step.
A dedicated campaign webpage is live now, as you saw in the commercial, at albanycountynY.gov/its-possible. Additionally, on the website, you'll find resources. We mentioned the free naloxone that's available throughout Albany County, so you can find those sites. We also offer free naloxone and trainings on the first Tuesday of every month from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Department of Health and Mental Health Building at 175 Green Street in Albany. So we encourage you to come down. As we said, you never know when you'll be in an opportunity and situation to save a life. We actually had something happen right outside the health department one day, and some of our public health nurses stepped right into action and used their naloxone that they had training with. So you never know when you're going to find yourself in that situation. The best thing you can do is to carry naloxone so you can be ready to be helped. Additionally, the website provides resources, importantly, to connect those who are seeking assistance with their treatment and recovery services. It includes a directory of all those resources in Albany County. A couple things to highlight from that directory. We have our mobile outreach treatment and overdose response, or MOTOR program, for anyone who's ready to take that first step. You can also call the MOTOR program at 518-447-2067. And importantly, for anyone who needs immediate help now, our mobile crisis line is always available. You can find that information on the website, but everyone should also have the 24/7 call line available, which is 518-549-6500. So again, an important part of what we do with the health department is to provide education and connect people with resources. I encourage you to go to the website and check that out. And again, I thank everyone for their partnership. It's a really important opportunity to get the word out, spread the education, and work together so that we can continue to reduce opioid use disorder.
You know, as of today, there's 13 fatal opiate overdoses reported in Albany County. But if you look at our numbers for 2026, it's roughly going to be around 52. If you go back to 2015, it was 40. 2016, 47. 2017, 50. 2018, 55. So we're just right around 2018, 2017. 2019, 62. 99 in 2020. And then it skyrocketed to 110. Then in 2022, 128. 23, 126, 24, 85, 25, 36. One of the things that when I talked to Dr. G and our team, I'm like, that's great, our numbers, but what were our numbers before 2020? Because that was a pivotal time in our history in this country. I go, I'm not taking any victory laps, even if we have one. One's too many. But to go back to the trend before 2020, it was important to see, are we getting back to the ground that we lost through that epidemic? And again, I will say this, 10 million, 20 million, I don't care what you think someone's worth, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I wish we didn't have to do campaigns like this. But regardless if we went to zero in 1 year, we'd still be doing a campaign because you have to continue to educate people so we don't make that step back. It's kind of like that old saying, we take 3 steps forward and then we take 5 back because we pull our foot off the gas because we're like, this is working. We don't need to invest money in this anymore. And that's not the fact. We need to continue to invest money in this area. We can get you connected to the right people, same with the organization. So I do want to thank everyone for helping us with this situation and hoping for 0 one day. So thank you.